Hi, my name is Lupi Romero, and I am a pancreatic cancer survivor. I'm fighting pancreatic cancer for the second time, and at this moment, I feel very light. I'm in awe, I feel grateful and peaceful. I received some news last week, and I've been so busy moving that I hadn't had a chance for things to really sink in, but I find myself very emotional and very grateful. My journey started in 2012 when I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and I was here at work. I'm at my job right now, and I was admitted to the hospital. Original diagnosis was gallstones. I was admitted on a Friday. A Saturday, I called my family to let them know that I'd be having an ERCP. That's when they go in with an instrument and a camera and they push the gallstones, remove the gallstone. And so I had the ERCP the next day, and I also had a CT scan. The CT scan and the ERCP confirmed that I had pancreatic cancer. My whole family came to my side, including my husband and my boys. And my boys and my husband were pulled into a room and received devastating news that I had pancreatic cancer. And they were told that I pretty much had 3 to 6 months to live. The next day, a surgeon came into my room and he said that he had good news. He said that since the cancer had been caught early and it was only 1 centimeter, that there was a 90% chance that my cancer could be removed. I went to surgery 3 days after my diagnosis on February 14th. We were all very excited. Also, that would have been my dad's birthday. He had passed years ago. So, we were excited that there was a 90% chance that my cancer would be removed. But at the same time, my husband and I were nervous about the 10% because 10% is 10%. My surgery was terminated early. My boys and my husband were pulled into a room again, and they were told that my cancer had attached to the mesenteric vein and there wasn't anything that they could do. So again, they were told I had 3 to 6 months to live, at the most 6 months to a year. My family was devastated for the second time. And then I continued my journey. I went from a small hospital. I went over to UCLA, and UCLA started me on aggressive chemotherapy, FOLFIRINOX, at the time the most aggressive chemo that there was. I did 9 months of chemo, and then in January of 29th of 2013, I had a successful Whipple. My tumor was removed, and I was cancer-free for a year and 4 months. My husband was also sick. He had had very advanced liver disease. In 1999, we had been told he only had 3 years to live, but he was amazing. He never complained. He always pushed. He took good care of himself, and he didn't even look sick. So the year I was diagnosed, we almost lost him too, because he had esophageal variceal bleeds. He was a miracle himself. He had several bleeds, but he always managed to survive them and bounce back. So then I was cancer-free for a year and 4 months. I was back in my life, running my marathons, jumping out of airplanes, skydiving, and doing fun stuff. May of 2014, I was diagnosed with a reoccurrence. Devastating news, especially for my husband. With my illness, his health had gotten progressively worse. So 2 months after my reoccurrence, my husband passed away. And so then I was put back on chemotherapy, continued my journey without my soulmate of 38 years. And then I also just I sold my house last August and just finished moving, downsizing from a 4-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom apartment. And as I'm sitting here today, I hadn't had a chance to really absorb things, but I went to the doctor last week. I went to a specialist at UCLA, and I got some news that, like, as I'm sitting here and I'm sharing with coworkers, I just didn't expect because when I had my reoccurrence again, they said there wasn't really anything that they can do. I'm not. Several doctors have told me that they just do not recommend the nano knife when they go in with and apply electricity or electric shock to the tumor. They say since my tumor involves the vein, the mesenteric vein artery in a third vessel, that they can't touch me, so they were going to keep me alive on chemo as much as possible. But the news that I received a couple weeks ago is that my tumor is either dormant or the cells are dead. They're not sure. But they said that I have been on the most aggressive chemo. I have so much chemo that they can't give me any more chemo. And the doctors are also amazed that I don't have neuropathy. That's numbness on the hands and the feet. I still have my hair. They say that my tumor is not your typical pancreatic tumor, that I'm not your typical pancreatic patient. But one thing I tell you is that there by the grace of God go I. This is not me. I'm not special. I don't know why I'm still here. I know so many people who have lost their life to this horrible disease. Their faith is as strong as mine, so there's no explanation. But I don't question God. He's a mystery. And I'm just thankful and grateful that I'm here. And just for today, my tumor is dormant or the cells are dead, and I'm grateful for today. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. And that's how I've been living my life since February of 2012. I take one day at a time. I inhale life. And I pray that you do the same. Life is precious. Life is short. And I'm so thankful for the wonderful people in my life, my children, my husband. I miss him very much, and I also think he gave the ultimate sacrifice. Right before he passed away, he started getting really sick, and we were waiting for him to be placed on the liver transplant list. And he told me that he was getting tired, and I would say, honey, hang in there, you'll get your liver before you know it. And he said, no. He says, you're going to be okay. He says, you're going to be okay because God and I have an arrangement, so you're going to be fine. So I feel like my husband gave the ultimate sacrifice. He gave his life for me, and I'm thankful for that. And I just wanted to share this moment, this experience, because I hadn't updated people on my Facebook as to, we were all anticipating that I'd be starting my chemo, but there's no chemo. They can't give me any more chemo. It's the most, after the 23 treatments of Fluranox, which is very, very aggressive. But they did say if for whatever reason the tumor is active again, and then there isn't anything that they can do, but they'll find a clinical trial for me. But the doctor said to continue to do what it is that I do, and what I do is I don't give cancer a second thought. I don't think about my tumor. I don't think about my illness. I don't think about my cancer. I fight. I move forward. I do whatever it is that I'm supposed to do. And I apply, like when I go skydiving, I trust the instructor to put the parachute together. I don't know how to put a parachute together, but I trust him to do that. I trust him to do my part, and I do my part by staying calm and enjoying and doing the best that I can with that journey. Well, this is what I do with my cancer. I trust my doctors. I trust the people around me. And then I do my part. I let them do their part, and I do my part. And I also am so blessed to be working here at Mission Hospital. People here and my friends and family, everybody lifts me up. Every time I see them, they just they lift me up. They give me words of encouragement, and I just basically feel that life is simple. First of all, when you realize that life is hard, and you know that that's just the way it is, and it gets easier because life is hard. And then second of all, it's very simple. We're here to glorify God and lift each other up. And if you don't believe in miracles, you're looking at one right now. So God bless, and keep fighting whatever it is that you're going through. Just never give up. Never give up. 100 years from now, none of us will be here. So never give up. God bless.